Peace. Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to discuss how narcissistic family try to manipulate you. So, narcissistic family will, excuse me, narcissistic family will, first of all, they make you feel weirded out, okay? And they do things like call you in spells, like they only call you when it's your birthday or holidays. Like, they don't call you regularly. And when you're up to a certain spiritual level, you kind of have a tendency to not care about birthday calls or Christmas calls or Easter calls, calls like that, because they become meaningless. Like, they really don't serve anything. They're just another day, just like any other day. And some of you may understand what I'm saying, and some of you may not. But those that resonate, I appreciate it. But narcissistic family will also make you feel like you have done something to them when you're a person that's growing and trying to get more spiritually awakened. They don't like that. So they will sometimes distance themselves from you, and they will make you feel like they'll try to make you feel like you're doing something wrong, simply because you're trying to improve yourself as a person. So if you're a person and you're trying to grow spiritually, you have to be sure to not let people gaslight you into feeling bad about wanting to better yourself. Narcissistic family also form groups, and they will talk about you when you're changing, when you don't let them run over you and things like that. They will form groups and talk about you. And if they have to do things like that, like form groups and talk about you, more than likely, that means that you're doing something right. Because I would expect, if a person was doing something wrong and your own family formed a group to talk about you, they would approach you because you were doing something wrong, not just talk about you behind your back. I mean, that's what I would think. So you have to really pay attention to what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, not what's popular and not what everyone is doing at the present time. Especially family, because they will get in groups and they will, try to talk against one person, and that one person is not even doing anything wrong. So pay attention to people around you and how they expect you to act, because at the end of the day, nobody should be expecting no one else to act a certain way. Not unless we're talking about, kids and they're being unruly, and you would expect them to act better than that, but we're not talking about that right now. Another way family will try to make, narcissistic family will try to make you feel, they will try to make you feel guilty for not practicing the same traditions that they practice, for not going along with, what they say. I mean, it's just a lot of things that narcissistic family do that absolutely makes no sense. Like, for instance, I don't get this. I really, really don't understand this. I grew up in the South, and we were not allowed to say the word lie, as if the word lie was a curse word. So I guess to the elders, the word lie was a curse word, which didn't make any sense to me, because lie was just another word that was in the dictionary, and it had there was a definition to it. So I didn't quite understand why the elders didn't want us to say lie. Like, you would get popped in your mouth for saying the word lie in the South when I was a kid, and probably when my mom was a kid as well. Things like that. It's just certain things that don't make sense that people just go along with. And that's one of the ways I'm breaking stupid cycles and traditions, because things like that just don't make any sense. That's just a form of abuse. That right there was a form of abuse to me, if you ask me. It was a form of abuse. It was like, shut up, you better not say anything. It was a scare tactic or something like that. So, narcissistic family have many ways of trying to manipulate you, especially when you are spiritually awakened and you don't follow the crowd, and you don't do what they do, and you just don't. When you just don't, you get attacked in many ways from narcissistic family. So if you're being attacked by narcissistic family, it is not your job to stay in that energy and to go through that and to argue and to just keep having the same disagreements over and over and over again, because it keeps you stuck and stagnated. You cannot grow. and you find yourself following suit and expectations of others, which is not good, because you wasn't born with them at the end of the day. That's all I have for now. Stay safe, Starseeds.